students. This is your history and civics books. Now you are promoted in 7th standard. Today we learn first lesson, sources of history. First lesson, sources of history. We studied ancient India history last year. First tell me, what is history? History is a science that tries to study past events. This year we are going to study the medieval period of Indian history. Broadly, the period from 9th century C means Common Era, till the end of the 18th century Common Era is considered to be the medieval period of Indian history. From 9th century Common Era till the end of the 18th century Common Era is considered to be the medieval period of Indian history. This is a main point. In this lesson, we are going to study the sources of medieval history. History gives us a chronological, scientific and systematic account of the past events. History gives us a chronological means in sequence. History gives a sequence of scientific and systematic account of past events. Okay, four factors are very important from the viewpoint of history. Here is the four factors. Which are the four factors? They are individuals, society, place and time. This is the main four important factors. Okay, history must be based on authentic evidence or proofs. These proofs are known as sources of history. History based on authentic evidence of proof. These proofs are known as sources of history. Tell me, which are the sources of history? Diaries, coins, forts, pots, manuscripts, songs, poems, weapons, etc. are the sources of history. Now, let us classify these sources into material sources, written sources and oral sources. What are they? These are the types of sources. We have to classify the sources of history into material sources, written sources and oral sources to learn more about them. Let us also evaluate the sources of history. We have to consider many factors related to the historical events that we want to study. It is necessary to support our study with historical sources. These sources have to be verified. We have to see whether they are authentic. It is necessary to use these sources judiciously and only after a critical analysis. Judiciously means expertly, diplomatically, and critical analysis means detailed examination of proof or events. When we got evidence, then that evidence is verified by the methods. In 5th standard we learn about scientific method. Yes, then that evidence is verified by method and decided how old is or is truth evidence or not. Okay, now we start material sources. Forts have an important place among material sources. Fort is a material sources. Now we finish introduction. I will give some important points of introduction. The period of 9th century Common Era till the end of 18th century of Common Era is considered to be a medieval period of Indian history. Okay, history gives us chronological, scientific and systematic account of past events. Individual, society, place and time are the important in the study of history. History must be based on authentic evidence or proofs which are known as sources of history. Okay, and these sources are classified into material sources, written sources, and oral sources. Now we start material sources. Forts have an important place among the material source. Some major types of forts are hill forts. The forts on hill is called hill forts. Forest forts, sea forts. The forts in the sea is sea forts like Janjira, and forts on the plains. Okay, you understand that? Monuments include samadhis, graves, virgala, and building include palaces, ministerial mansion, queen's quarter means Ranivas, and also houses of common people. Monuments means a statue, a building, or other structure construct to, to recall a famous person, to show respect for them. Okay, and samadhis, you know, in Alandi there is a samadhi of Sant Nyandev. Okay, graves means kabar. In Taj Mahal, you know, Taj Mahal, there is a Mumtaz graves. And Virgala means it is a stone where the stone were constructed between 5th and 13th century under the Yadavas dynasty. And inscription, sorry, they all provide insights about that period. Looking at them, we come to know about economic conditions. Okay, all provides insight about that period. Looking at them, we know what we know. We know the development of architecture that time, and the economic conditions, the quality of art, style of building, construction, and people's standard of living in that particular period. Look here, here is a physical sources, memorials, buildings, cave, cave sculptures, inscriptions, coins, coppers, forts. These are the physical sources. Okay, inscription means words inscribed as a on a monument. Okay, and cave sculptures means at ancient time people draw some paintings in cave. Understand that? Okay, the coins made by different rulers using metals like gold, silver, copper are important sources of history. It is the main point. The coin made by different rulers using metals, gold, silver, copper are important sources of history. From these coins, we learn about the rulers, if their period, governance, religious ideas, personal details, etc. Similarly, we also learn about financial transactions and economic conditions prevailing at that time. Take the example of Shivaji Maharaj. At that time, they also use coins. We say Shivkalin Nani. We say that Rajmudra. Okay? Yes? They use that Rajmudra. After seeing that coin, we know about them. Understand that? Prevailing means common. That coin prevailing means common. From these coins, we know that the king, their period, their personal details, their financial transaction, economic condition at that time. That means these material sources is very helpful to know about that king history. Understand that? Prevailing means a common existing a particular time. Okay, we also see how far metallurgy had advanced in that period. Okay, metallurgy means it is a science of metals. From the images of Ram Sita on the coins of Emperor Akbar or Shiv Parvati on the coins of Hyder Ali, we see the religious coordination of those days, The Peshwas used the Arabic Persian languages on their coins. This throws light on the use of language in that period. Metallurgy means a science of metals. Means we also know how man used the metals, or how man used the advanced technique for metal. They use the metal as a coin for their financial transaction. Look at this picture. At this picture you see that at Peshwa period they use coins. They use coins. Okay. And they use Arabic and Persian language on that coin. Look that picture. It is a coin used in Hyder Ali period. They use Hyder Ali period. They use the images on coin Shiv Parvati or the Akbars. Okay. Looking that we know about their time period, their information, their financial conditions, economical condition, financial transaction. Okay. An inscription is a carving on a stone or a wall, etc. Inscription means writing on a stone. Sometimes that time the man use the stone and write on their stone. Write painting on stone, that is inscription. For example, the inscription found in the inscription found in Brihadishwara temple premises in Tanjavur. In Tanjavur premises, there is a inscription found in Brihadishwara temple. Many inscription of period of Chalukya, Rashtrakoot, Chola and Yadav kings have been found. An inscription is considered to be a very important and reliable sources of history. It is a main point. Inscription is considered to be very important and reliable sources of history. It is also evidence. Using that inscription, we know about that time history. It helps us understand features like language, script, social life of period. Using inscription, we can understand features like language, that time language, script, social life of that time period. Inscription carved on sheet of copper are known as copper plates. Sometimes man's inscription carved on a sheet on copper. These are known as copper plates. Royal edicts means royal order. Verdicts, etc. are inscribed on copper plates. Okay, you can understand material sources. I will give some important points. Material sources: forts, memorials, buildings, caves, sculpture, inscription, coin, copper plates are regarded as a material sources. Okay, forts, material and buildings provide insight about the period, gives us idea about the development of architecture, the quality of art, economical conditions, standard of living, that time, that people, particular period. From the coins, we learn about the rulers, their periods, governance, religious ideas and personal details. We also learn about the financial transactions, economic condition, progress of metallurgy. Metallurgy means science of metal, religious coordination and language of that period. An inscription is a carving on a stone or a wall. It is a reliable sources as it helps us to understand the language, script and social life of period. Inscriptions such as royal edicts, verdicts are inscribed on a copper plates. That royal edicts, verdicts are inscribed on a copper plates. Inscription carved on sheet of copper known as copper plates. Okay, here we complete material sources. I will give some exercise about them. You have to write, you listen video and try to find out the question answers.